That's gonna be the cut.
Hi everyone, welcome to Keeping It Unfiltered. Today we have two very special guests. We got Ureli.
Hey, yay.
And then we have Dion.
What's up?
Hey, yay me.
As you can tell by the title, today we're going to be talking about cheaters. And before we get started, as a disclaimer, I said cheaters. I should have said people who have cheated. These people are no longer cheaters. Well, as of right now, for what I know. We'll find out more at the end. I would hope they're not cheating on each other because they're actually a couple, by the way, if you couldn't tell.
What life is.
Yeah, that. So, I'm just going to let them tell their story about why they did it, when they did it, how it all happened, and then at the end, we'll get into the questions.
You want to start it off, babe?
Yeah, I'll start it off. Okay. So, we met in high school, freshman year. I think it was like the first week into freshman year. I just seen him come in the door and I was just like, oh, he's cute. Like, I was like, oh my God, he's so adorable.
Appreciate it.
What was your first impression?
I ain't really see her, to be honest. First time I seen her was not in Algebra 1 class. It was in World History.
Yes.
Keep going, baby.
World history. We used to like not communicate a lot in 5th period, but I think I sat across from you or I sat in front of you.
I don't know where you sat.
I was everywhere, right?
I don't know. Hey, man. This is an episode about cheaters, so you was everywhere.
I was
Yeah. That's one for me, the boyfriend.
I noticed him more than he noticed me.
That's a fact.
I need to keep it very in mind that I was really not that attractive in 9th grade.
I wouldn't
I
know.
had glasses and everything.
I thought you were cute.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks.
A little fast forward later into the year, I stuck to myself out the beginning of the year, and then I started to try to find girls. I got my first girlfriend in high school, which lasted probably like 6 months. We're gonna call her Belle.
Belle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good name.
I hated Bo.
For no reason. She was mad fake, not gonna lie.
Who, Belle or
Yummy? This one over here.
I became like her bestie.
Yeah, for sure. I got my first girlfriend. It was probably like 5 months into my freshman year. What was you doing around that time?
I was just being that annoying freshman, hot Cheeto girl.
For sure.
I really was. I came into school and was like, best friend. Like, yeah, I was like that freshman year, and it was.
That's probably why I didn't notice you. I ain't like that. I'm picky.
Why would I ever just walk up into school and just be that Joe?
At 7 in the morning.
7 in the morning. At that is crazy. A big bag of hot Cheetos. Like, I didn't play about my
7
hot Cheetos.
in the morning reminds me of breakfast, and I want pancakes. That's what I was thinking about.
I was trying to get through my high school years, trying to find my friends for my 4 years, and it's just never really happened my freshman year.
How many people in our class? Like 300?
Yeah.
We only talked to like what?
I only talked to like
2.
Yeah, a couple. It was like 2.
Stop trying to play my sister.
No, like literally, I'm
that
serious. I wish I was joking.
You had that hot Cheeto girl right there.
Yeah, it was like the top of.
What's the hot Cheeto girl?
Right, hot Cheeto girl is like the one girl that's just always just loud in the morning,
and just
like
in the
being
morning.
super loud. I only mentioned Belle as my first girlfriend because she was probably like one that was serious, one that I introduced to my mother. So that's why I say it's a serious relationship. First time introducing the girl to my mom. So it was kind of a big deal. But that only lasted like 6 months. When that relationship ended, I was looking for girls, and she happened to be one of them. I ended up dropping everybody for her. We were talking for a week, and after a week, I decided to get back with my ex. So she dropped a bomb on me saying, "What about Ureli?" And I said, oh, I'll drop that right away. So I ended up dropping her for no reason at all. I gave her probably some weird, dumb excuse. And she took it. But she became so evil. Like, she gave me a week. So I was like, all right, I'm going to do this on a Friday. So I don't get no, backlash seeing her in the hallways and seeing her. Weekend for her to cool down, me to cool down. But nah, she didn't let that cool down. I am a man and I am dumb. So what happened was we broke up again.
I am a man and I am dumb. But
as a man and being dumb, she is a woman and she is dumber. She took me back.
He's joking.
I'm dead serious.
No, but you're joking about women being
dumb. Oh,
dumb.
no, yeah, for sure. But I'm not joking about her being dumb.
And also, y'all, they have a very raunchy relationship, so none of them are offended at all.
We joke a lot. We joke around a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
We say a lot of
crazy stuff.
On average, things that relationships shouldn't say, but we know we're just playing.
Yeah, so don't judge them by that's their form of relationship, and it works for them. So
we play a lot.
I didn't even blink. I said, "Oh yeah, you want me back? Bet." I went right back.
Yeah. Spam Riz up in the chat. But yeah, she took me back. We ended up but it wasn't like how it was in the beginning when we first started talking. It was like she don't want to admit this, but she had her little group of fellas too, and I was one of them little groups. Mm-hmm. So now it turns back to you.
What group of fellas?
Like what, 3 of us? And that was me, part of that 3.
I think it was only 2, and
it was kind of weird because we were talking, but not really. It was like a little distance between us. So fast forward to the last day of school, the day of the breakup.
Earlier that day, he had gave me his hat. It was like a visor. It was a Nike visor. And he said, wear it. And I was like, okay. Like, oh, he wants me to wear his hat. So I wore it. I wore it around my neck.
I also told her that my stomach hurt. Just keep that in mind.
Okay, I'm like, what?
We was in line and I had his hat here. Like here. I forgot what happened. What triggered me in that point?
I said, ow.
Ow what?
That's it. That's all I said was ow. I turned around because she was behind me in the line and I rubbed my stomach and I said, damn, my stomach hurts. And her first reaction was to throw the meanest hook into my stomach. And that's how things ended.
Between you two?
Yeah. I was really upset. I was a petty person. I'm still a petty person. I get really mad and I keep that anger for a minute.
No, fast forward. Anyways, he walked away. No, he grabbed his hat and he snatched it off my neck.
Yo, you
and he walked away from me.
On the scene of The Wire or something. Trying to snatch a chain. I was like,
he snatched it and he walked away from me.
He said.
After that, he walked away from me and he went to go eat his food. I was just in shock. I'm like, what did I do? In my mind,
she came over.
Yeah,
and asked me.
I literally went over to him and he just dubbed me. I
didn't want to talk to her
immediately. So I walked away. I'm like, oh, okay, you're being dramatic.
Away. In the summer, she had texted me. She had found my Instagram. She followed me, and I followed back. She texted me saying, "Hey," and I was just like, "No." I texted back, "No." She was like, why? Well, what did I do? And I was like, you was born. And I just left it like that. And I didn't see, we didn't see each other. It was the summer. I had went to DR.
Krabs is going
I had went to DR. Shout out to my domies. Anyway, I had went to DR, and I was completely off of everything.
I think everybody knows what DR is, but just in case it's Dominican Republic.
Why?
Yeah.
We were good friends 10th grade year. Everything. It was not like we forgot about what we had in the past. It was just more it didn't work, I guess. But we were just so good with each other that we just remained friends without even talking about it. During the break, I got some time to think, and I started looking at that lady over there really differently. And during the break, I decided that I was going to shoot my shot and finally express my feelings for her. So first thing I did is look for her on the first day of school and tell her how I feel. So I went up. As soon as I went to go try to talk to her ex right now, which was her boyfriend at the time.
What's his name?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, damn.
That's his real name.
Nah.
That
was just a good name though.
That's crazy.
Okay,
So
Jeff.
Jeffrey walked up and was like, "Where's my kiss?" And then she turns around happy and she kisses him. So in my head, I'm just like, oh. And I spin around and I just walk the other way to me. Like, I ain't see that coming at all. I guess they had some time over the winter break.
My ex, we gotten together over the winter break. He met my family, so I knew that I thought we were gonna be together for a while. We were together for, let's say, I think it was 2 years.
No, year and a half, almost 2.
Oh wow.
A year and a half, almost 2, yeah.
At this time, like, me and her was becoming more close.
Yeah, like
And obviously I was becoming close with him as well.
So you're saying that y'all were all friends?
like we were,
Yeah, like all of us. Yeah.
like we were friends. I feel like he was an associate with him. Like they weren't like friends. Like in the beginning of the relationship, we were like puppy love. Everything was good, whatever. Towards like the end, I feel like we kind of just started to like drift apart in a way. I felt like he wanted me to not be friends with certain people, and I felt like he was like trying to control me a lot. I'm 15, so overthinking is like the main thing. And like we would never really talk. Like I would just text him here and there and go to his house here and there. So it was like, it was weird. It got to a certain point where he didn't want me being friends with him, or
Why?
he felt like, and I can't say that it was wrong, but I can't say that it was right. He felt like I had feelings for him, but in that point in time, I really did not have feelings for him.
Okay.
I didn't. I just...
Mind you, I had a girlfriend at the time. We were still school friends. Like, it wasn't no, like, seeing each other afterward, like, after school, nothing like that. Not until 11th grade.
11th grade, I got real close with my best friend. I got closer to him.
I had got a girlfriend. She didn't like her at all.
What's this one?
I got with Jenny, and the problem that she was having, I was having. She started not liking the company I kept with her and also her other best friend. It was just, she was coming from a really unhealthy relationship, so she was bringing that energy into our relationship. I isolated myself from the friend group.
He was like literally my best friend, so I wanted to make sure that whatever he was going through, he was okay, because in that point in time, also, I was going through a breakup. Beginning of 12th grade year, I broke up with him.
And end of 11th grade year, we had broke up.
Him and Jenny.
Me and Jenny broke up.
And her and Jeff.
We had this day, and it was snowing outside.
So I decided, I was like, hey, I'm going to ask my mother if, you could come over. We was in the kitchen just chilling, talking, chopping it up. Then it became deep, really deep. So from that deep moment, we had our first kiss. After everything, freshman year, 10th grade year, everything, we have not kissed. So we had our first kiss.
Wow, so y'all were together and never kissed all the way up into this time?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
We had our first kiss, which was like 3 seconds, but felt like 10 minutes.
It felt like so long. It felt like sparks were just...
And at the time,
going
it was
everywhere.
just like, I ain't never felt this with nobody. And as a matter of fact, I actually went back and kissed my ex. Well, 2 of my exes, as a matter of fact, and it was just dead.
He had to just double check, make sure. At this point in time, I considered myself in a relationship with Dylan. He also did too.
I did not know about this.
No.
Nor did I care.
Oh.
No. So this is where the cheating comes in. I unintentionally cheated. That snow day. So.
And rainy day.
We had a lot of days.
We don't want to talk about that.
We had a lot of days. That's when we started to spend a lot more time with each other. And that's when I actually started distancing myself from Dylan and started going more towards Dion. Like, it was just like, in that point in time, I was just like, I want to be with him. Like, I truthfully do. I stopped talking to Dylan. And he doesn't know to this day, so I hope he never finds out in this video.
Yeah, I ended up getting back with her, so... But it was...
Getting back with who?
Jenny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I ended up getting back with Jenny. And that's when I cheated.
But y'all... So I gotta ask.
Talk.
When y'all cheated... Y'all cheated?
Yeah.
Like, cheated.
Like...
SX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dang.
So it was like...
Amazing.
It was amazing. Like, I just...
All right, relax. Were you guys active with your other partners?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did y'all feel about that? Like, guilty?
At first...
Because, like, let's be realistic. Like, now you're doing it with two people.
Yeah.
So did that make you feel...
I mean, I'm a guy. So, you know, it's not in a situation I wasn't in before, but it was not to this extent where it was a back and forth kind of thing.
It wasn't like one day I was just like... And then the next day I was...
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. Like, I
Yeah.
stopped with that person for a little bit. You know, like, it was...
Yeah.
I got it
On the
more
other
from
hand,
him.
I had to put some work in.
But he's a boy. I mean, men do it sometimes. Like, I don't know how many, you know, yeah, I can't really get into all that.
I don't know how y'all do it. Be honest,
But-
that's why I became faithful.
You know, people usually, like... So did you guys delete things? Because people don't usually delete
We
things.
deleted everything.
Because that's
Call
how
logs,
people
text
get...
Call
messages.
logs.
That's
text
how people get
messages,
caught.
Everything.
But thank
Yeah, you
God for
can't-
all the dummies.
Yeah, let me just put something out there. You can't cheat and have an iPhone. It's just impossible. If you're going to cheat, use a bird or something, like a messenger bird.
Because it's hard. It is hard with an iPhone.
Really hard.
Like,
Bet it is.
but we had to delete, like, everything. Like, I would have to delete all my text messages with him, all my phone calls, everything.
And it's not like we was
everything.
like, you know, super flirting. We were just keeping our normal conversation going because that's what we had. We always still had that good chemistry. Even during, like, after what
Even
happened, it wasn't not like, I can't believe we just did that. It was more like a, damn, that really happened. How you feel about it? Okay. And then we moved on and continued talking about our regular, like, day-to-day things, like what you do in this class. Yeah. It was just so natural. It was just,
Why didn't y'all just leave the other person?
it was like the emotional attachment for me.
So were you emotionally attached to Yelly, and were you emotionally attached to him?
It was like as you found out, like, we broke up so many times.
Right.
So it was just like, whatever.
It was something that kept
It's
pulling
like-
you back to her.
Yeah. And it wasn't like, honestly, it was just like I was comfortable. I was too comfortable. That's what it was. Like, I didn't want new. I didn't want different. I didn't want to look for new. I was just like, I already have it. It might not be the best, but I already have something. So I guess I'll stick with it. So for me, I just couldn't build up the courage to just be like, I don't want to mess with you no more. And then just out of nowhere pop up with her.
Yeah. We never,
Because
we didn't do that
We didn't pop out
at
for
all
a long time.
Like,
Probably like 8 months.
Wow.
8 months into our relationship.
It was just
Because I
us.
knew, like, some people would have been like, oh, like, that's crazy. Why would you do that? But it's just
It would have been a lot of people being like, I knew it.
Yeah,
Or
like, it was a lot of
I knew they
people.
was, but we really,
So it was really more early on that y'all wanted to be together.
Yeah.
yeah, we talked about it too. It was
We
like,
did.
because it was a lot to think about. Because we knew we were young adults, so we knew that it was not us at 14. Like, this is serious. Really, just thinking about it, like, do we really want to be together?
Right. Because
And
I feel like that's a big question too. Because I mean, y'all done played around all that time. Is and Yali, if I was in your position, I feel like you don't really want me.
Yeah,
so it's kind of crazy.
It was a lot of back and forth. It was for a while, because all the way from freshman year to just then. But it was just like, I don't know. It was just something about him that I couldn't find in nobody else.
Right.
But nobody else, like...
made you feel a certain type of way?
Nobody else made me feel the way I feel about him but him.
I would like to admit on this podcast, I've known them for, I don't know, a very long time. I feel like in the beginning of your relationship.
Like
4 years now.
Yeah. This is the most vulnerable I've ever seen them, so. But it's a good vulnerable. But they're serious. Like, you could tell they love each other. But they play too much.
Yeah, I just learned. I learned how to open up this.
Oh, you did? That's so good. I'm going to get into the questions that the people asked. First question is, do you 100% trust your partner?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm like,
babe.
Yeah. At the beginning, though, there was a time where it was just like, if you're capable of doing that to somebody else, like, you can do that. It was always that little thing, but then it was just like, hey, man, nah. Right now, on my part, I just see that it's time consuming, so I would never cheat.
Yeah, I just feel like it's
too much effort.
It's too...
And plus, we both cheated for, like, the reason, which was we wasn't getting what we was getting in our previous relationship.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there a difference between a man and a woman cheating?
Nah.
No.
Thank you. I agree.
Cheating is cheating.
Cheating is cheating.
It doesn't justify just because you're a girl or you're a boy.
But I think this question is more so like emotional.
Yeah.
So like your emotions going into it.
It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. It's just the person that you are.
Yeah, I think it actually does depend on person, especially after hearing what you guys had to say, because it seemed like you guys cheated for the same reason. Did you guys get caught, and how? If you
I got caught with a call log. I never got caught cheating or like text messages or anything like that. Just one call log that I lied about. That's it.
Wait, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never got caught.
She's smart. Well, she was never around somebody to get caught, so it was easier for her.
Oh, you stayed away from Dylan? Like, during your time?
They didn't spend no time together, so.
Did you guys learn anything from it?
Yeah.
What you learn?
It's exhausting.
That is really exhausting.
Honestly.
It's like living a double life.
Yeah, for sure.
But, I mean, I learned it's really not worth it.
It's just if you think about cheating or you think about getting with somebody else, honestly, you don't love that person.
Don't.
I agree. I just feel like even in my own experiences, like I can't fathom like cheating on somebody that I'm in love with. It just don't make any sense to me. Well, this is for Yali. If you did get cheated on, when did you know?
I found out through Instagram, actually. The girl that he cheated on me with, she had posted an Instagram story that she was in his room and she had his hoodie on. So I screenshotted all of that. I was like, oh, okay. Like, like I was taken by such a surprise. So when
she handled it well. I said you handled it well because we didn't know. None of us knew. Yeah,
I really like, I kept it to myself because I'm like, okay, like, all right. So I told him about it. Like, I told him that I knew, and he tried to just sit here and say like, no, I didn't do anything. Like, I would never. But it's like, you just felt that comfortable just letting another female in your room.
Right.
To,
put on your hoodie.
Put on your hoodie and just be in your room, period, in your room.
That's outrageous.
Like, and you mean to tell me that you didn't do anything? Yeah. Okay. So, I kind of I knew from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then the girl confirmed it.
So, she did?
Yeah, she did. I had a conversation with her. And I asked her straight up. And I told her, I was like, I would literally I would tell me.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would tell me before things get violent.
Yeah.
Because they were going to get violent. But
that's funny. But let me start
Have you
that
ever
over.
been cheated on? Let's switch it up.
I didn't expect you to ask me that, but
And when did you find out?
Well, when I found out, it was first through the phone, and then I hacked into everything.
the hacking
It was
is crazy.
cheating. I don't care what nobody says, how they try to slice it, dice it, whatever. I don't know. To y'all, was it cheating? I'm talking about what you know from me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Okay. Yeah. Like,
Yeah, there's no way around that.
none. Yeah, so at first it was going through the phone, and then I hacked into anything that I could hack into because I wanted to see, like, I don't know, kind of wanted to know more. But after I found out, like, that was it. So it wasn't like, I'm not saying my feelings erased, but
Yeah.
done.
That's a good question.
Disclaimer, I do not glorify cheating. I do not
No,
want
of course
anybody to know
not.
any...
Y'all were young, and y'all
yeah.
were trying to figure out stuff. Like,
I also don't glorify being toxic. That right there is toxic. But
who?
Yours.
you.
Me? Hold on. Wait a second.
That was crazy.
What?
But I understand.
I was about to say.
I understand where
Oh,
you
yeah.
came from.
Let's not. Yeah, you know what? I should probably make a disclaimer for that, too.
Yeah.
I'm not cool with the whole toxic thing, but with everything that was going on with me, I had every single right. Literally, God himself has to come down here and tell me I didn't, because they can agree that I did. And anybody else that knew what was going on during that time, I had the right to do what I did, and I would do it all over again. I would find out all over again. If I could find out earlier, I would. Mm-hmm. But it's okay. We good. How long did you hold on to it before confronting them?
How long did I
hold it in? Yeah.
Oh no, I let it rip. Like as soon as I found out, I went to him and was like, "Bro, like I know what you did."
It took me to confront it. It took me less than 5 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah. That wraps up this episode of Keeping It Unfiltered. I would like to thank you guys for coming on and being so vulnerable and exposing yourselves.
Damn.
Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. And remember, don't cheat, just leave. Can we all agree on that?
Yes.
Okay. See you next Thursday.
Ow. Bow.